Hi everyone, this is Marcia. Welcome to the first video of a new year. I hope y'all are doing well. Did y'all have a good Christmas? I hope so. And I hope you're having a good start to 2023. My goodness, time goes by so fast. Anyway, do these look familiar? I'm doing something that I haven't done in a long time. But by request, I am going to do a recap of some of the pieces, mostly sterling and gold, that I found in the previous jar that was 6 videos long. Wow. It was a lot in that container. Big glass jar. But anyway, the first video that we got out of that was 321. And these, even though there is no precious metal in these, they're stone, natural stone, so I included them in the mix. I did test the ear wires. They're not marked and they are not sterling. I'm not sure I like the length on these drops, but I like the tiger eye stones, so for now they'll stay as is, but I might remake them. But those, and then this slice, it's agate slice, I'm pretty sure. It's beautiful. It could be dyed, could be natural, I don't know. But it is a beautiful piece. And then this one, I'm going to be wearing this one. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It's not going to, doesn't lay right if you pick it up. And I tested this. It's not marked, and it did not test for sterling. I did a lot of testing before I came on. But anyway, those were nice, and those are pieces I'm going to be keeping. So the next group, there was some silver in this group. There's a pewter, silver color, but I just included this because I think of that as a good piece. This, there's some sterling on this. I tested the ends and I tested a couple of the charms. I tested the pizza, slice of pizza, that is marked 925, and it did test, and I used 18K acid, test acid, and it did come up, the streak turned blue. And this one was not marked, but I did test it, and no, was not sterling. And I think there's a few, they're mixed, some sterling, some not sterling. But cute bracelet nonetheless. And this one, I tested the clasp. It did streak blue for sterling with the 18K. These did not come up as sterling, so this is not liquid silver. I tested one of these and one of these. I think this one actually showed a blue streak. This one just, no, dissolved right away. So it's a mix. It is definitely a sterling clasp though. And beautiful beads. Doesn't all have to be sterling. So that one and this next one. Boy, this was a good one. Oh, did I tell you that was video 323? There was no 322 for this because I did a friend mail. Oh, I did not test this. It's marked gold filled, and I meant to test it, but I didn't. So I'm just going to take it on its word. Okay. And this I just pulled out because it did. These are stone. And let's see, this was a sterling clasp on glass pearls. This is marked a sterling. My test assets are old, and I'm going to be getting some new ones. I'm going to order some more and see if that makes a difference, because I don't test that often, and mine are a few years old, so I might need to buy some new and test again. This even though it's marked 925 Italy, I don't think this held the streak. But like I said, when I get the new acids, I will test it again. This was not marked. But if you can kind of tell, I took a polishing cloth to a section of it, and you can see it's much brighter. This looks more dull, like a pewter color, but this is bright. And I did test it, and this is sterling. Got that blue streak with the 18K acid. And I thought that was. It looked good for sterling, even though it's not marked. So go figure. And this, there are some silver line beads that are marked 925. Can't really get in there to get a streak, so I didn't test that. But it's still pretty. And this one. This is the David Yurman sterling and gold. And they are. It tested sterling for the band, and this section I tested, and it did come up as 14K. So, oh, let me put it on. So that was video 324 that these goodies came out of. 325 also had some good things. This is Brighton, and I did not, no, I did test it, and it kind of dissolved, you know, as it comes up and it kind of floats. So these, according to the website, or according to the ones I've found online, are supposed to be silver plated, and I believe that it was, or is. So, but still pretty. This is marked 925, and it did test positive for sterling. These were not marked, but I said they looked good for sterling, and I tested them both with the 18K acid, and they did come up with a blue streak, and they stayed. So those are good. Odd shape. I wonder how. No, I can't even get them on. And of course, I did not test this. Another one I'm taking on its word, because it looks. I just put a knot in this trying to get it untangled. It looks good for it. So, with my new acids, I might test this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm making it worse. So, let me get rid of these, and that was video 325 that those beauties came out of. 326, video 326 was another good one. This is marked 925. No other initials on this one. I looked everywhere. If it's there, I can't find it. But I tested the ends and the cable, and it tested positive for sterling, so that's wonderful. I did not test this one. Another one. I tested this. I mean, it is very tarnished, but it did test positive for sterling, as did this one. I tested, I think, the ring, this, and one of these. I didn't test every single one, but it was good for sterling. And I'm doing a recap, not just things, you know, not just sterling, but things that I thought were sterling. This I know is, I didn't test it, nor did I test this. Again, I just took some of these things on face value. Oh, and one thing I did want to mention about this, I said they were amethyst. These two don't go anywhere now. These two are the purple stone, look like amethyst. These are not. I think these are garnets. Again, I have not tested. I know, I keep saying I'm going to use my Gemini on camera, and I've yet to do that. You know, it's not the easiest thing to do. But of course, this was sterling. Did I test this? Oh, I don't think I did. But another sterling piece. These were all sterling. This marked 925. And this matches that Brighton bracelet, which is silver plated. This, it did have a 925 stamp on the clasp. I tested the clasp, this is like a wheat pattern in the chain, and I tested the bar. And I got a positive for sterling on all 3 sections. So, very, very nice. It's a little big on me, but still beautiful. Oh, and that's it. And this one. I did not test. I think it was marked 14K or 10K. No, 14K. I didn't test that. But I got that. And these charms, these are Waxing Poetic charms. And they are brass, retired pieces. Okay. And some of these, like this is brass and sterling. The clasp and the front part is sterling, as is, not the clasp, the jump ring. Jump ring on this one, and the initial on the front of each one of these. I think I had 3 or 4. Why do I only see 2? Oh, I think I pulled some off because of the letters I wanted to keep. Yeah, the C and the F and the jump rings on these, it's sterling. And then the other ones are brass. So, very nice find on those. And we've got one more to recap. The earrings. Let me move this, I'll be right back. Okay. And video 327 were the earrings. These, were they marked? I don't remember if they had a mark on them. It looks like they do. It looks like a raised spot. But they're tarnished, but they did come up as sterling. These are marked 925 and tested positive for sterling. As did these, both the lever back and the silver bead. Let's see. Oh, I'm caught. There we go. Yeah, this tested positive. It's just a bent ear wire. These two, the little baskets, they were positive, as was this little, I'm thinking it was maybe a part of an earring. And it's missing a tiny little piece right there. But it is set in sterling. These were sterling. These are beautiful. I'm going to clean these up and make them mine. These, they are stamped 925. And I got a blue streak out of them, but it floated. So I don't know, again, I don't know if it's that maybe they're just plated and misstamped. Or maybe my acids are no good. So this one is questionable. These are stamped both 14K and 585. I tested them first for 10K, and I got a solid reading on these, and then I went up to the 14K, and they did not test for 14K. The acid disintegrated the streak. So even though these are marked 14K, they do not test as 14K, but they do test as 10K, so maybe they're 11 or 12 or 13, but they're not 14K. They're still pretty. Still very pretty. This also, this looks like an artisan piece to me, and I thought, well, maybe it is, 10K or gold filled. I tested it for both 10K and 14K. I think it floated. I think it dissolved on both. So if there is any gold in it at all, maybe it's just a gold filled or plating. I don't know, but it looked good for it. Alrighty, well, that is the recap. Get that down here. And I also have a new jewelry jar to open up. So let me get rid of this and I'll get that jar and we'll start treasure hunting. Okay, this is going to be our new container. It is a beautiful bowl. I guess I can show you the bowl later. It's kind of hard to see. Or maybe not. It's been stored in an outside room, so the tape looks like it's starting to come up, but it sure looks like it has a lot of Christmas in it. 50 bucks. You know what? Someone asked me, I think it was on the last one, how much did it weigh? And I said, I don't know. Didn't think about weighing it. Let me move this mat and let's get the scale and let's weigh it. Okay. Let's turn it on. Let's zero it out. Woo! It's 9 pounds. Can you see that? Yeah, 9 pounds. That's a pretty good amount of jewelry. Well, let's see, can we just, yeah, this looked like it was going to come up easy. Yeah, a lot of Christmas. Hopefully there'll be next year. Oh boy. Oh, that's pretty. And, well, whatever was on here, let's see. Yes, I Clan silver earrings. Jeez. It's a paparazzi. Okay. Well, I'm going to readjust things and get some jewelry on the mat. Okay. We got a pretty good amount here. Confession. I was starting to look through some of this and I had my video on pause. I thought I was recording, so I'd gotten through a few of these pieces and then I realized. I looked at, actually I looked to see what the time was, so I didn't want to run over too much, but anyway, I wasn't recording, so let's try this again. This is, I took it out of the package, the paparazzi that we saw at the beginning. Not bad for paparazzi. And then we have these by Liz Claiborne. Very cute. They are made in Mexico with a surgical steel post. So those are nice. I like those. A bracelet with rhinestone evil eye and a lot of, I say a lot of wear. It's like a copper tone color on the charm, but not the beads. And we have, speaking of beads, a turkey pen and a little angel tack pen. Cute. We've got a glass and whatever shell bracelet in that brushed gold. We have a, is it Alex and Annie? Yep, 2016. Completely blessed. Amen. We are all blessed. Some of us just don't realize it. Alrighty, and we have all of these. Trash. Some of these are plain on the back, and a bunch of them say gold and steel. I'm thinking that's a brand name. But there's a lot of them. They look like, I should say, the Italian charm bracelets. That one's not stainless. But they're very short. I can't imagine them being a watch band. I don't know. We've got some Christmas earrings by Kim Rogers. Cute. And we have Giovanni, made in USA. Let's say BL. They were regularly $10, marked down to $2.49, and they still didn't sell. Cute. And we have a pair of hoop earrings with little heart lockets. A pendant. Shows a lot of wear. I wonder if that could be painted. Christmas tree brooch. And I did look at this one that has a name on the back that I could not read. I'm going to try off camera and see if I can't decipher that and let you know in the editing. We have it looks like a combination of a snowman and a soldier. Another 10 soldiers. Okay, more Christmas with the bells. That's a bracelet. Cheetah. Champion. If I'll read the back. If it's anything newsworthy, I will put it in the editing, in the comments. Not the comments, I'll post it. And we have a tassel. A charm of some sort. We have... I wonder if this was an earring and someone turned it into a pendant. Got that. This is very cute. Very, very cute. Oh! I don't know, does that say... it doesn't... I'm drawing a blank. It might say New Orleans. New Orleans. But YS... T7? I don't know. I7? This is... I'm not sure. It might be ceramic. Cute. Sue, let me know if you want that one. And this is a fine chain. Is that... Got a knot in it. It's cute. A bar with two almost peridot colored rhinestones in there, and it looks like a crown trifari. Little tag, hang tag. Nothing on that piece. It's cute. Very cute. And this, I took this out of the bag. That's when I realized I was spending so much time looking at it. Anyway, that's when I realized that I wasn't recording. So I'm going to check the back on this because it does have some writing. May or may not be anything. Well, it has a symbol and a 925. Don't know if these are genuine stones or just CZs, but they are open on the back, so it could be a crystal as well. They don't do that with rhinestones normally, I don't think, but because you don't need the light to shine through them because the rhinestones always have a backing. But anyway, I'll look into that one a little further as well. And we have, oh, I see a Sarah Cove tag. Yep, Sarah Cove. Nice chain. In good condition. We have that and this. I don't see a tag on this one. But it does look similar, doesn't it? It is the same type of chain, but there's no marks on this, so I wonder if it was part of it. Maybe it was supposed to be a double chain. Oh, anybody out there that knows Sarah Coventry? No, it would have, I don't know. If it were part of the chain, it wouldn't have this unless somebody who took it apart added that. They're not the same length, so like I said, I have to do some homework on that one. And then we have this. This is metal and I don't know, plastic shell. I don't know what these beads are, but we've got this. And I'm trying to think, 21, we're close to 30 minutes. Let me do a couple more pieces. If I can get just a couple out. Alrighty. Well, here we have another vintage chain. Or vintage style. I don't know if it's old, but it's got some wear on it in silver tone. These are interesting. I think this is a belt. But that's broken. Or maybe not a belt. I don't know. It's broken. But no, with this, I don't think that would be a belt connection. But a lot of interesting pieces to take apart and reuse. And this is, I do believe it is suede, but it's in bad shape. These pieces are the only ones worth saving. That's an earring. We've got some Mardi Gras beads and a silver tone and a silver color. And these may be bone and wood, carved bone. Maybe. I'd have to look closer. Or they might just be plastic. No clasp. Barrette. Very lightweight. And this is pretty. Made in IND. I'm thinking India. Very lightweight. But pretty. Let's end with this one. Boy, we have a whole lot more to go through. So we'll probably have maybe 2 or 3 videos out of this one. I like to keep them at about 30 minutes only because it makes it easier for me when I do the editing. It does take a while. But anyway, I like that bracelet. I'll leave it on. So until next week, until that next video, you all take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.